We are joined on the podium by Temple head coach Diane Richardson and number 8, Jaleesa Molina. Coach, why don't we start with a general comment from you, and then we'll open it up for questions.
Yeah, it was a disappointing loss. Obviously, we wanted to win. Rice played a tough game, lots of pressure. And we came out on the bottom side of it today. I just wish that for my kids that we could have pulled this off.
All right, anyone in here with a question, please raise your hand. Go right here on the left aisle.
Coach, last time first, Maria McWayne, Philadelphia Inquirer. Last time out, y'all put something like 83 points on them. What were they doing this time that made it so hard to score?
Well, I think they were pressuring us a little bit, fighting over screens, our ball screens, and they did a good job with that, being very physical with us.
Follow up to that. That's seemed like they were doing a lot of stuff that y'all do well. Was that something that was kind of jarring for you, and is that something that you guys had to talk about?
Yeah, I think the physicality and the pressure defense was something that we normally do, and they did that today, for sure.
Raise your hand if you have a question. Right here on the right in the front. Please give your name and affiliation.
Coach, Tyler Blankenship, WHIP Sports. With a game like today when the drives aren't working like that, it seemed like it almost made your offense one-dimensional where you were trying to open up things deeper. So when that three-pointer is now falling, how can you make an adjustment like that? Like, how difficult is it to respond?
Well, we only shot three-pointers, so it's not like we went out to the perimeter. We tried to get inside. Again, it was a physical game today, and they stopped us. I mean, 8 three-point attempts is not what we normally do. It's normally much more than that.
All right, we got in the right corner over there.
James Urban, WHIP Sports. Regardless of the outcome today, Coach, how proud are you of the girls on this season?
I am. I'm proud of them. Again, we had a 20-win season again, but I thought that we worked really hard this year and thought that we should have pulled this off. But, you know, I am sad that they didn't get it. I'm sad that our seniors didn't go out with us playing for a championship.
On the aisle right here.
Coach, Jason Nieves, outscoop.com. You mentioned just the seniors, and obviously it's a roller coaster for, Thierry and Tariana, who, fought to get back in the same position and ended up with the same fate as last season. What is it like just trying to, just talk them through that, especially some of these players that you've been with since Towson or even just, your journey with them?
Yeah, again, Jason, it's just tough because I know that they worked hard and they've all elevated their games. Everybody's better than they were when they first got here. And so I'm very proud of that. But I wish we had gone out, with a championship, which was our goal for the year. I'm very proud of them, and I know that some of them are going to go on to the next level and do well.
And kind of to follow up with that, obviously it's difficult to look at, what the future is, right after a game. But, how are you looking forward? What are you looking to do as you go into the off season, whether it's, just developing players, even the transfer portal, especially with revenue sharing right now?
Well, I mean, we're losing 5 people, and obviously we've got to replace them, but my goal is to build around the players that we have, and so we're going to go out there and we're going to look for depth just like we do every year. So, Jaleesa told me in the hallway, next year, Coach, so I believe her.
On the aisle right here.
That leads perfectly into my question. Jaleesa, you were the leading scorer today, you and Tristan, so 2 of the younger players on this team. Does this kind of give you like a little bit of fire as you go into your upperclassmen years and take more of a leadership role on this team?
Well, yeah, of course. I have to take a better role, a bigger role, and I have to show my new teammates that we're not doing this again next year, and I don't want to do this again. So, yeah.
Young people always end a question with, yeah. So, yeah.
I didn't mean to.
Chuck, we have anybody on Zoom?
If we do, just raise your hand and we will take your question. And seeing none.
Do we have another one internally? Yes, on the right.
Gotta answer my guys.
Yeah.
So my guys.
Hi, Coach. Zachary Silverstein with WHIP Sports. I just wanted to ask you about Rice, about how they've been able to change conferences. I mean, it's their second season in this conference, and they have a chance to be two-time conference champions. Can you just talk about how impressive it is for them to be able to move over and just find so much success so quickly?
Yeah, and they have, and Lindsay does a great job with them. They are hungry, and coming into this league, they made a splash last year, and so they believe in themselves and are here to do it again. So my hat's off to them, and they're players. Obviously, they're happy and doing the happy dance. So my hat's off to Lindsay and her team, and we wish them well.
Anybody else with a question? Coach, I think that's it.
All right,
Appreciate
thank you
your
very
time.
much. Thanks you all for coming. Thank you.